Shalom, shalom. This Yair from GMS Savannah, Georgia, coming with another lesson. But first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekak Radash. The double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, Great Millstone, which rule well and teach well, and to the Hakim pushing this 100% truth and sincerity while risking their freedom and life to do so. And salutation to you hopeful elect, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as you speckled birds scattered amongst the heathens. But their father seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But today's lesson I'm going into is man deleted his pregnant lover days before her gender reveal party because he worried what his girlfriend would think. Man, that's crazy right there. Look at Jake. Man, I tell you, man, our people are far-fetched gone, man. And a lot of our people on them Squid Games, man. Look, you can tell it don't look like any soul behind those eyes, man. You know, Jake is bugged out. But it says that Pennsylvania man has learned he will never see the outside of prison after deleting his pregnant lover, with whom he worried he had a child on the way. Isaac Smith, 30, was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for first-degree murder and the death of 26-year-old Carly Short. Court records reviewed by Law and Crime show. The defendant was also found guilty of first-degree murder of an unborn child, as authorities say Short was 5 months pregnant when she was deleted. Short was with her uncle on the morning of September 13, 2021, at their home on Furnace Alley in McCreesport, Pennsylvania, a mid-sized city about 12 miles southwest of Pittsburgh. Short and Smith has been romantically involved, but according to him, only a few times. Short believed her baby belonged to Smith, and she had asked him for money and texted him about a gender reveal party just 2 days before, per court documents obtained by a local ABC affiliate. Smith, on the other hand, had a new girlfriend, and he apparently did not want her to find out he was likely to have a child with another woman. On the morning in question, Short uncle reportedly heard her talking to someone on the phone. "Are you coming to the front of the back?" Her uncle said she heard Short ask before his niece walked outside, and he heard a gunshot. She had been shot in the head, and prosecutors asserted it was Smith who lured her in the yard and deleted her. Hours later, Smith showed up at the allegedly county police department headquarters and gave them a 3-hour interview, saying he wanted to clear his name. In addition to acknowledging that he had been affiliated with Short, he said he was willing to be in the child's life. Detectives said the initial believed Smith as a Law and Crime previously reported. However, as the investigation continued, officers became skeptical. They learned Smith was dating a new woman, and she had met his parents just before the shooting occurred, to allegedly County Deputy District Attorneys Ryan Curry. The defendant thus then had a clear motive. The walls were closing in, and he did not want the double life he was living to be exposed. As it turned out, Smith was not the father of Shiloh Short's unborn child. Short's own father noted that at this point, as he scattered condoning the defendant during the sentencing hearing. "My grandchild was not murdered by her father," Brandon Short said. Her father did not kill her, a murdering coward did. Short aunt pointed out how excited her niece was to be having a child. That was her joy, that was her moment, she said, before turning her attention to Smith, having to sit in the same room with him. Is devastating. It's unimaginable. The postman deleted his pregnant lover's day before the gender reveal party because he worried about his new girlfriend would think. First appearance on Law and Crime. But man, yeah, Jake strictly bugged out. You know, But like I say, man, we just gonna get right into the scriptures with this because we in the end days. And like I say, I'm going to hit right here, Jeremiah 4:22. For my people foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish, stupid children, and they have no understanding. And they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. And I don't understand why Jake, it's worse the thing that can happen, man. And a kid does not end anything that could possibly be positive in your life, man. It's just crazy. Our people just don't think about what they do. I guess he'd rather be in the slammer for the rest of his days. He's never gonna get out. Because he didn't think this through. You know, you should never delete somebody if you was dealing with somebody and they had a child for you. You man up and take care of your responsibilities. You don't go out this route, man. But that's just how. Our people just don't think at all, man. They just go and be rational. And when you don't think things through, you do it rational, and this what caused to happen. And like I say, he gonna be sitting in there, and he gonna, he'll 2/3. He gonna get, chipped up in the prison, and then he gonna be waiting for them, for the missiles to hit and take him out of here. He'll be back in the kingdom as a child all over again, because he's finished, man. This guy's stupid. He wasn't using his brain, but he's a 2/3, and that's just the judgment that he got and she got. And like I say, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, no respect of person, Yeah, that woman, got deleted, but like I say, man, no respect of person. Those spirits have been here before, and that's just judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And Exodus 20:13 is one of the commandments. Thou shalt not kill. And thou shalt not kill. That's a commandment. You don't take anybody's life. And that's what Jake did. And hey, he getting a judgment and the female getting a judgment. So it's 2 for 1. Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And see, like I say, this Jake was psychotic, you know. He wasn't thinking, man. He lost his mind. He wasn't clear thinking. He was thinking about how to get rid of this situation so he can involve himself with another woman. And like I say, when you commit a sin, when you take somebody's life, that's one of the commandments. And hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah gonna judge you swiftly with that. You got judged, and that female got judged. But you see both of these Hebrew Israelites on the other side. They just got their judgment. At this point in time. And you just seeing that, hey, we at the end days, and a lot of these judgments are coming out more and more and more. But I just wanted to just do a little quick lesson on this. Hopefully it was edifying to the sheep, lamb. Kwam Yasharala, call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. On to the next lesson.